Hi, my name is Chris and this is Battle Nonsense. Blizzard, Bluehole, Epic Games, DICE and Ubisoft are just some of the companies which not only understand that their online multiplayer games need a good netcode, they also openly talk about what they do to improve it. Activision and Treyarch, on the other hand, don't seem to care as much, as they silently lowered the tick rate of the Black Ops 4 multiplayer to 20Hz for the release, while it ran at 62Hz during the beta. After players found out about that downgrade, Activision and Treyarch released a statement that this was done to ensure a smooth launch, and that the developers plan to improve the networking in the following weeks. If that really was their plan all along, then they should have shared that information at release. So if you think that this statement was pure damage control and servers would still run at 20Hz if players would not have found out, then I don't blame you. So you'd think that in this situation Activision and Treyarch would now talk about what they will do to improve the networking, especially in Blackout, where servers seem to struggle under the load of 100 players. But in the latest patch log, they did not even mention that they have now increased the tick rate of the multiplayer servers back to 62Hz again. In fact, they don't mention any networking changes in that patch log, which means that players don't know if all multiplayer servers run at 62Hz now, or if it's just the servers in specific regions. Now, as we all know, there are players who say, "Why should I care? I just play the game to have fun." Well, the reason why you should care is that this has a direct impact on your online experience. Call of Duty World War II released with a server tick rate of 60Hz, which provided quite good player-to-player delays. The Black Ops 4 multiplayer beta ran at 62Hz and provided even lower delays. But then Treyarch lowered the server tick rate to just 20Hz when they released the game, and that doubled the delay between the players in my tests. If you want to know more about my testing method and networking in video games, then you can find a link to my Netcode 101 video in the description down below. So now that servers run at 62Hz again, the delays are back at where they were during the beta. Players on the PlayStation 4 also benefit from this change. However, I still measured an average player-to-player delay of about 100 milliseconds between my two test players, where each player had a ping of 25 milliseconds to the server. This is because on console you are limited to 60 FPS and you cannot disable VSync. Another thing that many players don't know is that custom matches are still hosted by a player, while other games like Overwatch run custom matches on dedicated servers. To make matters worse, in World War II custom matches ran at a tick rate of 60Hz, while in Black Ops 4 they run at just 20Hz. So should you play a custom match or end up in a player-hosted match, then you will not only face the issue that the host has an advantage, you also have a worse online experience because that match runs at just 20 instead of 62Hz. So Treyarch chose to silently increase the tick rate of the multiplayer servers back to 62Hz on PC and console without telling players about that change or which regions this change was done in. So players still have no way to know for sure if they play at a tick rate of 62 or 20Hz, because the developers also chose to not provide that information in-game. Blackout, on the other hand, did not improve at all, as the server's tick rate didn't change. You also still get hit behind cover, as the game continues to favor the shooter and accepts his shots even when he is playing at a ping of 200 milliseconds or more, completely disregarding what impact this has on the experience of players on the receiving end of that shot who might have a good and low latency connection to the server. So I don't know about you, but I find it very frustrating how Activision and Treyarch treat their customers here. If you are a true Call of Duty fan, then you should not accept this. I recently posted a topic on Reddit asking the developers to share their plans for the networking and server performance in Black Ops 4, which quickly reached more than 13,000 upvotes. So that shows that players are not only interested in that kind of information, but also want this game to be the best Call of Duty of all time. And for that to happen, the developers must take the netcode and the players seriously. So again, if you are a true Call of Duty fan and want to see the developers improve your online experience in the Black Ops 4 multiplayer as well as in Blackout, then continue to be vocal about it. And I will do my best to help you by providing test results that you can use when you ask Activision and Treyarch to do better. And that's all for today. I will keep you updated on the progress that the developers make, and if you enjoyed this updated netcode analysis of Black Ops 4, then it would be great if you could support me on Patreon. Without the awesome support that I get from my patrons, Battle Nonsense could simply not exist anymore. So if you want to help, then you can find a link to my Patreon in the description down below, where you will also find links to my social accounts in case that you want to stay up to date on the videos that I'm working on. So if you enjoyed this video, then please give it a like, subscribe for more, and I hope to see you next time. Until then, have a nice day and take care. My name is Chris, and this was Battle Nonsense.